Welcome to the Angel Empowerment Show, from I Can't to I Can, with your host, Cindy Smith, and co-hosts. In this show, airing every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, gain more insight and practical, intuitive tools to bring more clarity and purpose into your daily life. You can listen or be involved in live professional angel card readings on transformationtalkradio.com so you can heal, thrive, and grow in your life. And you'll experience it all with 4 of the best in the field. The Angel Empowerment Show starts now.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Angel Empowerment Show with myself, Cindy Smith, and my co-host, Nola Peacock. We are excited again to really be focused around the Christmas spirit because we are in December. And we've got a few theme topics tonight within this topic of Christmas spirit. But first, I want to remind everyone, the last 30 minutes of this show, we would love for you to either call in on the number 1-800-930-2819 and talk to us direct. Our producer, Jessica, will tap you right through to Nola and myself. Or if you're watching live on any of these social media platforms, just type in your name and your location, and we will pull an angel oracle card for you and give you a message. So last 30 minutes, get to communicate with us, and we will give you direct messages from your angel team. So Nola, last week, you and I were here and we were talking about Christmas spirit and boundaries. And first of all, Deb was unable to join us. And so we're just sending healing out to one of her loved ones that she is with right now. And let's go into, this is what I asked Archangel Michael. I said, we're doing this Christmas show, and throughout my life, before I started doing talking to the angels, like specifically, if I think about it from first memories, angels were part of Christmas. And it was, whether it was decorations hanging on the tree, whether it was the angel on top of the tree, even if I didn't understand the concept of angels, there was always seemed to be more angels, like the symbols of angels. And so I asked Archangel Michael this sense of, we tend to feel more angel vibration at Christmas time. And what is that? Why is that? And the message from him to share with everybody, it's part of our belief system. And it's also part of, because we have all these reminders of the angels and divine vibration, whether it's the religion context or whatever we connect Christmas with. But because of all the reminders, we're thinking of it more, and it makes it easier for them to communicate with us. So like if we think of it, you and I, Nola, it's because what we do. We communicate with our angels all the time. It's what we do. But if we think of it, at Christmas, we even amp that up. Do you get what what do you think of that message from Archangel Michael?
I think that's beautiful. And if you think about it, because, the angels are vibration. And as you were sharing that, I just thought about, when Deb and I are working with kids, right? And we get them to connect with an angel and, and feel, right? What does that feel like? And, it's a different vibration, right? And sometimes they'll, just recently I had a little guy say, he heard little bells, right? And with Archangel Michael. And so that vibration, right, that makes such a difference. And I think, like you said, around Christmas, there are so many reminders. And I think, people are usually happier, not always, but, often happier, right? They're spending time with friends. They're doing things that they enjoy doing. And that raises their vibration and makes it easier to connect with the angels. So yeah, beautiful message.
Yes, because I think, all of us, we'd love to think that we could all just be in the spirit of Christmas throughout the year. We would love to think that. But reality is, Christmas is, it's that time where we make the time. And what I mean by that is like, it's, even if it isn't right on Christmas Day, because my children are adults now, I still know that I'm going to get to see them, and we're going to have a family meal, and we're going to do some of our traditions. So it's the same as on their birthday or my birthday, like when we have special occasions. So I know at Christmas time, I'm going to see family. I am going to be making time for Christmas gatherings, just like I did on Sunday. We had an AEP gathering Zoom online for all the angel empowerment practitioners. So I think what Michael was really getting me to pay attention to also is the fact that we do set intentions around Christmas to bring us joy in areas, which does lift our vibration, and it gives us that sense that we are more in tune, tapped in, intuitive kicking in, whatever we want to say. We are more connected to the divine. And I love, because you've got me, my people think of me as the angel lady. So if I'm out in stores and at Christmas time and I see all these extra angel ornaments and angel stands, and of course it's gonna up I'm happy. I have yet to get to the Christmas store that they pop up in West Hills. I am going to get there. I made it a little late the other day and they were already closed, but I get in there and then it's like, oh, because I have to always buy myself a new angel for Christmas. So I think from, my gist of what Michael was saying is, on an unconscious level, if we put it that way, on an unconscious level, we are connecting more to the divine for lots of different unconscious reasons, which then that's why I say more and more angels. And so before I would like to talk about guardian angels and just remind our listeners, and for anybody that's listening to new. So I am going to talk about guardian angels, but is there anything you want to add about what Michael said before I move on to talk about guardian angels?
Well, just a minute ago, you talked about our intentions, and at Christmas time, we set that intention of having more joy. And I think that's, something important to remind ourselves, right? I often talk about being, really conscious of our choices, right? So I think, it's probably easier at this time of year to, consciously be setting those intentions to be in joy. And, as we're sharing things, I would just invite people to, maybe jot down some notes, and how can they take some of this, these little things that we do and that we experience in this holiday season and, bring it to the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So guardian angels, because, the theme is more and more angels at Christmas time, and why? And, because it's our Christmas spirit, and, our vibration is at a different level. Let's start with the basics, and just a reminder to everybody and to the new listeners, guardian angels are a divine gift. They're pure angelic vibration that have never been in life form. And so they're the purest of light, purest of love, joy, all the positive vibration. Because they've never been in life form, they have no ego. So there's no fear or bad energy or negative energy or any of that. Your guardian angel team is basically your divine intuitive. It is your intuitive that will support you, keep you on track. The main thing is that we have to ask. So why would we have extra angels at Christmas besides our guardian angel team? Well, it depends on what we're asking for. If somebody is struggling through Christmas and they want some extra help, if you pray to Creator or God, think of angels as God's helpers and can send in extra support for you. But your guardian angel team never leaves. So it isn't that God or Creator is going to send you more guardian angels, just extra angels. But again, think of it as if there's so much joy and love and extra vibration out there, put out in the world around Christmas time. It's like amping up the angel vibration all around us. And it isn't as if all these new angels that are around us are all for us. It could be sharing with many. But our guardian angels are with us specifically. And so the average guardian angels that people have is 3. You could, like I say, you can have 100 around you, but probably only 3 to 5 are your actually guardian team that never leave you. The others can leave or hang out or be around you while needed or while asked. And as Michael said, it's that time of year that we are increasing our vibration and allowing to connect to higher vibration at the same time. So we get more of a sense of peace. If you're wondering, besides what our intent we're setting, why do we feel so much joy and peace and content? Well, just think of universally the divine energy that's been increased, that we're tapping into, whether you're doing it consciously or unconsciously. Does that make sense, Nola? I always make sure if I'm making sense to you, then our listeners, it's making sense. Am I making sense?
Yes, you are making sense. Yeah. Well, I remember the first time that I really got that I always have guardian angels with me. It was just, right. It just, because I had often before realizing, I'd often thought that, I was alone, that I had to do things alone, and then realized, well, actually, no, I'm never alone. And it's just such an amazing feeling to know that, right? There's
yes. And that is like, if that isn't Christmas spirit, I'm not sure what is. To know that we are never alone. We have this divine team that is with us 24/7, and their role is to support us and assist us. But the main thing is, and I'm like a broken record with this, but because we have free will, because we're in physical body and we have free will, we have to ask. But the fun thing is, a lot of the time we ask and we don't even realize we've asked. And it's because of our thoughts that we have. Oh, I sure could need help with this. Oh, this traffic it's tough today, and I need to get to, I really need some help to get there on time. Even though I might not have said, angels, I need help to do it, but I've asked in some way to have our guardian angel, my team, to be able to step in and go, oh, she's asking for help. So because it's Christmas and we are in that more of that joy centered, when we're out of the stress and we're putting up our boundaries, right, Nola?
Yes, we are.
We will get a bigger sense of joy, peace, love. And it's because we're setting the intentions with our family and friends, but we're also setting the intention with our divine team. And when we have the twofold of that, it just increases for us. And I love Christmas time. I absolutely love it. And so for this year, my daughter isn't able to come home till middle of January. So my Christmas spirit's going to carry right on into January, because I'll be having a second Christmas then, which, hey, I'm all good with that. So I'm going to when I was typing out, when we were creating the theme for tonight's show, I didn't realize the date until I was going to make a post on social media today and went, interesting. It is 12/12/2022. Okay, so I thought, well, I'm going to share with the listeners the angel numbers, which really reflects Christmas time. And so 1 is all about positive energy. So for all of you that see a lot of 1s at different times, it's usually the angels saying, stay positive, pay attention to your positive thoughts. What is positive in your life? It's 1 is you're on track, be positive. 2, so everybody, here we go. Keep believing. And we got a lot of 2s on the date of today, 5 2s. So 2/2, because it's 12/12 and then 2022. Keep believing. Well, what are we told right from a child? Believe.
Believe.
What is Christmas? We believe in Santa. We believe in Jesus. We believe in God. We believe in angels. We believe in the spirit, all the different things. And of course, depending on your background, your culture, all of that. But what are we told right from the get-go? To believe. We believe in the magic of Christmas, all of that. And so here I am writing the date down for when I was doing the social media post and went, wow, Nola, we are on a very special day to talk about believe.
We are.
So when you think believe and you think of those numbers 12/12, what comes up for you to share with our listeners?
Well, what was coming up is, sometimes people have a hard time believing or trusting, right? If they're having a rough time or they're, missing loved ones, and it's easy to forget, I think. And so, one of the things that I find help, or just as a reminder for me, is that, like you said, sometimes we're asking for things and we don't even realize it. And noticing what's going on. And also, I think, sometimes, there were times where I thought, okay, I'm going to ask my angels for something, and I would ask, or I might do a meditation. And, at first I would expect an answer. Like, I want an answer like right now. That's not how it works. Right. And, what I've learned is how, sometimes the answer might come, through someone else, someone telling something. A perfect example was one time I was, trying to figure out some workshop ideas. And as I was driving my daughter to school, she laid out she says, I have an idea for you, Mom, and gave it to me. Right. So it came through that way. Or, or I find a pamphlet, right. And it's like, oh, there's, I was wondering about this, and here's my answer. So I think that's something that as we, people are going, well, I'm not sure if I believe, right? It's like, be open to how those messages come, how the angels help us out, because we may have something in mind, like, okay, this is, this is what I need. It's got to be this way. But, our angels know way more than we do, right? And so being open and, to receive and to be open to the way that happens.
Yes. And the believe in the trust. I say often that there's no more need for proof for me, because so many amazing things have happened in my life since I've started asking and just allowing and trusting and things to unfold. I get proof over and over and over. So of course it's really easy for me to believe, because I've experienced so much with it and seen what happens for clients and students, and the list goes on and on. I think for the power of belief, it really comes down to, like you say, being open and allowing the universe to create the experiences so that we can trust. Because I always say, be careful with wanting proof, Because, you know, Archangel Michael says if people are walking around always wanting proof that they're, you know, in the belief that the angels are there to assist us, then you'll put certain expectations and you'll feel let down. It's more of you put it out there, you trust and allow universe to let things happen. And what I mean, Archangel Michael, if anybody hasn't heard me before, I've always got Michael guiding me as to what to say. But he's reminding me of something that happened in a workshop years and years ago. We were teaching protection with white light, and long story short, when this particular student decided to use white light as protection on her home and on her vehicle, within like the first 2 weeks, we got an email back saying that this didn't work. My garage got broken into after I placed the white light, and my car got broken into in a parking lot at a shopping mall. And, you know, this is in the beginning of me teaching. And so I sat with the email and I said to Michael, okay, what's that? How did this person place white light and then things go sideways? And he said, because she didn't believe and she wanted proof. So she was placing the white light like, nah, it's not going to happen, but I'll just check it out to see if it was. So she actually attracted the opposite of what she wanted. And I thought, so that was a huge lesson for me in the beginning, is there is no need to show me proof. I just trust it will happen. Is there another way you can put it? Is there another way you can put it, Nola? I just want sure that our listeners understand that. Because I do get proof. I'm not saying that I don't get proof, but it isn't that I'm looking for proof.
Well, and I guess that's the fine line, right? But it's gathering that evidence, like noticing that, oh yeah, this, right? But it's being open to how things work out. Because somebody maybe they've applied for a job or something and they're asking their angels to help them get the job and they don't get it. You know, I think it's important then to, rather than just right away jumping to conclusions and saying, oh, this doesn't work, the angels weren't listening. It's like, you know, give it some time, because maybe you didn't get that job because there's another one that's going to be way better for you, right? That you're going to, you know, there might be happier, you know, other people to work with or something good about it, right? And you just had to wait a little bit. So I think when you're asking the angels, it's like, you know, like if it's a new job, it's like, okay, I'd like a new job where I feel, you know, supported and there's, you know, great team members and, you know, those kind of things. What do you want to feel? And then leave it open to, you know, to allow the angels to support you, rather than going, well, I want this and there's, you know, no other option. And if I don't get it, then that's doesn't work, right? It's our angels, you know, as they can see the bigger picture and they know, right, what's best for us. And sometimes, you know, and when you talk about trust, I mean, that brings up when I was diagnosed with cancer, you know, there was a little bit of like, what the heck? Like, you know, I've been working with the angels and, you know, what's up with this, that I've got to go through this. And, you know, and kind of I lost a little bit of that trust, like for a bit. And, you know, now having gone through that, I realize, yeah, like I am so grateful for that experience and what it taught me about, you know, loving myself and putting myself first. And right, it's like, yeah, I mean, they knew, right? I mean, if it was up to me, I would like, no, thank you. And I realized, right, what a gift that was. And, you know, all of the things that have improved in my life now, because now I take care of myself and I, you know, love myself and I know I'm worthy of things. And, you know, so I think that's that, you know, that balance or that fine line between I want proof and just knowing, right? Like you said,
Right.
I have no doubt anymore either. It's like, no, the angels have my back always. And I may not be able to see it initially. And I trust that what they're bringing me is for my higher good.
Yes. No,
Yeah.
and thank you for sharing that. And I, you know, I just keep that reminding myself too, when you think, like the twos, keep believing, stay positive, keep believing. And I just think of myself as a child, that utmost belief of Santa. Santa's coming and he's going to have my Christmas present under the tree, and the reindeer and all of that utmost belief that this is it. And it's my utmost belief that there is this divine team that support me 100%. It's exactly the same. And it's because it's what I believe. It's my guidance. It's my intuitive. It's what I do. And so it's really stepping into the power of belief. And I love, we think Christmas, what do we always see? The word believe, right?
That's true.
It's part of the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
And then we get all the extra angels. So I was meant to love Christmas, don't you think, Nola?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think that was part of my life purpose, was to love Christmas. So, my family and anybody knows me, I love Christmas. I love Christmas. So, all right, we're going on break. And Nola, so quickly, how do people get a hold of you? Because I always want to remind people, how do you contact Nola?
The best way is through my website. So it's nola-peacock.com, and they can connect there. Send me an email or.
So we're going to continue, Nola and I, after break, but please, to our listeners, we are going live, we're live. We will be doing live angel card readings. So either call in to the 1-800-930-2819 and talk to us direct, or give us your name and location and we will pull an angel card for you. And we love giving the angel card messages, right, Nola? It's something that we look forward to every week.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
So we will be back in a few moments. We are back, and we have been talking Christmas spirit, angels, keep believing. We've had quite the theme tonight, haven't we, Nola?
We sure have.
We sure have. So we are taking our callers, and we have Jenna on the line. Jessica, if you could please connect her with us.
Yes, absolutely. Jenna from Alberta, you are on the Angel Empowerment Show.
Jenna, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
There you are. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. How are you?
I'm good. Well, of course I'm good. I'm on the show. We've been talking angels, so I'm good. So do you have a question for us? Or do you have a question?
Your show. Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Do you have a question, or would you like us to just pull a card for you?
I do have a question.
Okay. Go for it.
Just go for it. Just ask the question.
Yes.
Will we be able to work through the problems in our marriage?
Okay. So I'm going to pull a card from the relationship deck that comes up. And have you already pulled a card, Nola? So you start, Nola.
Okay. Well, your card is Inspire More Romance.
So before you even ask the question, okay, so I'm gonna Nola, if you want to. So her question is, will they work things out? Okay, so yeah. I'll let you keep going, and I'm going to pull a card too.
Okay, so the cards reads, my child, set intent to increase time and effort with your intimate partner. Bring balance of giving and receiving towards affection, love, joy, intimacy, passion, and heartfelt connection. When you set intention to honor self and your partner regarding time to inspire each other, it will enhance all you are. Self-love will enhance your ability to share love. And your action is, I ask Archangel Jophiel and Carnelian to assist me to romantically connect with my partner and to allow communication with each other, which will inspire romance. I take steps to balance giving and receiving, and I share the responsibility of initiating romance. So what really stands out for me is the self-love part. It's just being able to really focus on loving yourself and knowing that you're worthy, and being able to ask for what you want. So that communication, part. So asking Archangel Jophiel and Carnelian, if you've got a piece of that, to assist with you and being able to assist with the communication with your partner.
So,
okay, great.
And Jenna, think of it as building on the positive. Okay. So it's building on the positive that is there. Okay. So like spark romance, it means, think of it as building on the positive. Okay. And so I've got three cards. I got 3 cards in my hand, Jenna. Pick 1, 2, or 3, and I'll tell you what I pulled.
Okay. 2.
I couldn't make this happen. You got the spark romance card.
I got the what?
Spark romance from the relationship deck. So.
Okay.
So here is Nola's picked from the original Inspire Change deck, Inspire More Romance, and then I picked from the relationship deck, Spark Romance. So what the angels are doing, I really get that they're guiding you to focus on the positive. And for both for the relationship, to think about, how do we build from that spark? Like, how do we build back into that starts with that spark? Because you got the same card out of 2 different decks.
That's weird, eh?
Yeah, like the angels are really it's getting back to the basics of what brought you together in the first place.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yep.
Right? And so think of the spark. And so your responsibility and his responsibility. It can't be one-sided.
Right.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you were listening to the show.
Yes, it's wonderful. I'm enjoying it.
And I'm so glad that you called out. So sending you lots of love and light, and have a very Merry Christmas, okay?
Thank you. You guys as well. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye for now. So for our listeners, I mean, Nola and I couldn't have planned that. Like, that is the angels. She gets Inspire More Romance out of her deck before Jenna's even asked us the question. And then I have 3 cards in my hand. I mix them up and tell her 1, 2, or 3, and she picks Spark Romance. So
Right.
we just talked about proof, right?
Believe.
And believe, because Nola and I couldn't have made that happen. That is the angels making that happen. So thank you, Jenna, for being vulnerable, asking the question. And also, I love, listeners, please, the other thing that I love to say too is, when you ask questions like that or receive, yes, you're being vulnerable, but you're also receiving, and you're opening to hear the messages the angels have to say or would like for you to hear. So it's my way of saying way to go. Way to go. Right, Nola?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. So we have Amy from Kamloops. And I will pull one. And then if you have one from Julie from Alberta.
Okay.
and then we'll take a caller. Okay?
Okay.
So Amy, our beautiful Amy from Kamloops, you have the new beginnings card. I think there is a lot of energy around new energy coming up for you, Amy. Just remember, and this actual card is Archangel Metatron. And Metatron is, think of new beginnings for you and your children. So it's like new energy, new coming in. And the affirmation is, I'm excited in my new experiences. So because it's Metatron, I also feel, Amy, that it's new energy coming in for both you and your children. So thank you very much, Amy. You're dedicated listening to our show. And we really appreciate that and sending you tons of love and light. Okay. Thank you. And you've pulled for Julie.
Yes. All
And
right.
then we'll take the call.
Julie, what I got, stop overwhelm. So Archangel Michael says, my child, you have control of this moment in your now. Overwhelm is an experience outside of now, which causes a sense of out of control. Ask to change the experience or change your state of being and become aware of now. And the affirmation is, I am in the now. So I think, Christmas time especially can be a time where lots of people feel overwhelmed. So it's remembering, to just focus on the present moment, and I'm hearing just do what you can, right? It doesn't, like, let go of some of the expectations of having to have it just so, or, a certain way, or there's only one way to do it, or you've always done it this way, so it has to be done that way. Let go of some of those expectations, either from other people or from yourself. Often it's from ourselves that we put those expectations on, and just take some nice deep breaths and just be present in the moment and enjoy the moment rather than focusing on the to-do list. What I'm getting. Cindy, do you want to add anything?
No, I think that's great. Thank you, Julie, for being another following and listening to the podcast. We really appreciate sending you love. And now we're going to take the call from Nancy from New Jersey.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely. Nancy, you are live on the Angel Empowerment Show.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hello, Nancy. Do you welcome to the show? Do you have a question for us, or would you like us to pull a card for you?
I do have a question. I recently had lost my dog. He passed away, and he was 15 years old. He had been sick, and it took a lot of time in my life, and now things are changing, and I'm just wondering what's going to unfold and what's going to fill all that time now that I'll have. I really miss him, and I'm sorry that he's gone. Absolutely. But now there's so much time, and there were a few things I'm going to be moving, but I'm not sure where. So that's one of the questions is, what do you see in my future, I guess, filling that time? There was so much time I gave to the dog. Yeah.
Right. Well, I get right off the bat from your angel team, in the part of the move, are you going to be around more people? Because I get more.
Oh, yes, I'm getting. Yes, I'm much more. Yes, I'm doing more than I was before. Yeah, I wasn't doing that much before. Yes.
So I get more. I see I see groups of people, like even at times when there's 3 or 4 people, it's like you're taking time to be with other people. Whether it's like I think it's more that you're going to have time to allow other kind of activities that involve people. Okay. And
wonderful.
Okay. And it's because I get this sense, I see you around a table with other people. I see you, I don't know if you like to play games, or I just get that there's sense of more people. That's,
Mm.
I'm not sure. Nola, is there anything else you can? It's just so be really open for some new adventures, okay? Let the angels really line up certain people. It's like, I think you have a new, I call it a new bestie coming into your life that's really going to introduce you to some fun things to do. So it's like having
A new,
a new friend.
I couldn't hear that word. Oh, a new friend. I was
Yeah.
wondering, I didn't think of it, but I am looking I am open to a new romance. Yeah.
Okay, well, I get a new bestie. I call it a bestie. So that means you've got somebody is going to fill a lot of time. Okay.
Oh,
And
that's
it will be
wonderful. Yeah.
friendship. But it's somebody you haven't
Good.
met yet. So be open to that.
Oh, wonderful. And it's so funny. I was thinking that maybe an hour ago that that's what I need to meet a fresh new friend. Isn't
Yeah,
that so
well,
funny?
That's the angels are going to line that up for you. So keep asking for that, Nancy, okay?
Yes, and keep getting out there amongst people. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. And I think Nola just quickly, she pulled a card for you.
I did. I thought I'm just going to pull a card and see what else the angels have to say. And the card is courage for change. So,
oh, that's fabulous.
And it's
wonderful.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So
I think being open to, all kinds of changes and just set the intention of how you want to feel, right? Like you said, you're interested in a new romance and right. And connection and, what are those, feelings that you want to have and putting that out there and then just be open to what the angels bring you. And one of the things it says is you have no control over future events, right? So just allow those changes to come.
And
just trust, yeah.
And say yes to invitations, Nancy. Okay. Because just say yes to invitations because you're gonna be meeting new people. And it's really like I keep getting flashes of small groups of people. So really be open to that. Okay. And just when you're asked, say yes. And think of that as your angels lining things up for you. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm sad that I'm sad that I miss my dog, but I feel like he's giving me the courage to do these things. His spirit is helping me.
Absolutely.
Yes, so thank you. Thank you, ladies. Nancy. That was wonderful.
Thank you for calling in. Okay, so we have Jessica from Seattle.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
We've both been kind of doing it.
Okay. You pull a card and I'll pull a card. Jessica from Seattle. We're gonna pull 2 cards.
Okay. Okay. Jessica, pay attention to thoughts. My child, pay attention to all thoughts about self and others. Your thoughts within are carried outside of self for creation, and once created, you then receive. What you put out, you will receive back. Be gentle and loving with self and your thoughts. And your affirmation is, I focus on positive attention with my thoughts now. So I'm just getting, to be really clear on what you desire. And I'm hearing, for the new year, like, setting those intentions. So it'd be good to listen to next week's call. But just, being clear on what you, and I started to say what you want, but I'm hearing more about how you want to feel. Like, what do you want to experience? That's more important. And then being open to, to your guidance, your intuition, what your angels are showing you. Mm-hmm.
So, and Jessica, interesting, I pulled from the other deck and you actually got the no card. Mm-hmm. And so this card usually comes up when somebody's struggling with a decision or struggling with setting boundaries for self. And I'm going to read Archangel Shamuel's message my child, you are attracting vibration, which is guiding your path to experience difficulty or struggle within or around you. Trust the vibration of no. You are safe to say no. What that means is you may be being asked yes or no to do something, and you will tend to say yes because you are a people pleaser, or part people pleaser. I'm a people pleaser. It isn't a bad thing to be a people pleaser. A lot of people, it's just that we've got to own it, that we are, and be strong enough to say no when we need to say no. Because the affirmation that goes with this card is, I trust my inner truth and say no when it is in my highest good to do so. So the angels are just encouraging you to remind you that it is safe to say no. So two kind of different messages that you got from the angels, Jessica, but trust your team, trust your angels. Mm-hmm. Okay, we have Chris from Montana. So do the same thing, pull two cards.
Sure.
Okay, Chris from Montana, thank you for waiting. So I'll give you mine first. Okay. So Chris, I pulled worth the wait. So this is all about divine timing. So perhaps you've been asking whether it is anything new, whether it's a new relationship, a new career, anything that's new, and you've been asking. And when the angels give us the card worth the wait, I'm specifically getting for you is it's en route. So think of it like you've been asking. Yes, you've been asking the right way. You have been heard. And wow, when things really fall into place, you're just going to say to yourself, wow, this is amazing. Like every intention that I set, every patience that I've had has all paid off. So Chris, it's all worth the wait. So whatever it is you're asking for, the angels, and here's what the affirmation is. I trust divine timing now. So keep telling yourself, I trust in divine timing. I trust in divine timing. I trust in divine timing, because wow, it is worth the wait. And I get tons of excitement for you. So what a great card to get, Nola. What card did you get?
It's like, oh my goodness, our angels. Vibrational match. My child, you have the power to attract vibrational energy. Bring focus to the area in your life where you desire change. Ask for a vibrational match specific to the area of change. Perhaps you desire change within an existing relationship, new relationship, soul purpose, or career. So, right, obviously you've been, putting good vibes out there, and just allow it to come, and know that you are worthy.
Yeah, wow. Two cards. So angels basically letting you know that you've been heard. And now it's trusting and allowing everything. And I just feel so much excitement for you. Yeah, and it's around the corner, like boom. So just keep trusting, Chris. And two great cards. Attracting vibration and worth the wait. So the angels have heard you for sure. Okay, so we have Vanessa. Quick, we'll do one more for Vanessa before we close. How's that? Okay. Vanessa in Calgary. You have the open, I'm using the relationship deck. If anybody's wondering what deck I'm using, it's Inspire and Change in Relationship. But it's all about ourselves and other people. And Vanessa, you have open your heart to love. And so really what the angels are saying, it is safe to be loved. Mm-hmm. And it is safe to open your heart more to receiving love from other people. I just keep hearing it's safe to be loved. So whether Vanessa's experienced recent grief, or there's a sense that you need to somehow protect your heart from grief, it's as if the angels are really saying it's safe to be loved, Vanessa. That's different than it's safe for you to love. I really get the phrase, it's safe for you to be loved from other people. I don't know. Am I making sense, Nola?
Yeah, you are. And I pulled a card as well, and it's mindful healing. And what I'm getting is healing her heart, right? And just knowing that, yeah, it is safe for her to be loved. And yeah.
So thank you, Vanessa, for reaching out. Okay. Wow, our show just like boom, just like that. We're winding up our hours already. Thank you, Nola, so much for talking about Christmas. The angels are keep believing. I just love this show tonight because I love Christmas spirit and the angels, of course. So anyone, please remember to reach out to the cindysmithaep.com website. And Nola, quick, your website?
Nola-peacock.com.
And we are going to get the names from everybody that either typed into the chat or called in, and we will let Jessica know, and we will gift 30-minute reading. Yes.
Yep.
We will. We like to gift. It's that time of the year, so we will reach out. And our show next week, it's with Sam Bell and myself next Monday night on the 19th. Yes, I think it's the 19th, next Monday. And this show's all about resolutions versus intentions, because yes, around the corner, I know it is January 1st. So Sam and I look forward to sharing all about setting resolutions with intentions. Okay, it'll be fun, and we'll see what the angels have to say for us. Thank you, everybody, once again for joining the Angel Empowerment Show. We love doing this. We love sharing angel messages, and have an amazing week. And we will be back next Monday on the transformationaltalkradio.com.
Thank you for listening to the Angel Empowerment Show from I Can't to I Can with your host, Cindy Smith, and co-host. Learn to empower you with angelic guidance every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific on transformationtalkradio.com. It's easy to tap into your divine self and trust in your angelic guidance. Let Cindy and co-hosts give you a loving push to explore your potential. For more information, go to cindysmithaep.com. That's cindysmithaep.com.